Hello, my friends. Welcome back to American Lingo Academy. I'm Fiona, and today we're going to learn another 20 high-frequency English words that you will hear and see all the time in daily life. These words are really important because they make up the foundation of everyday English. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly what they mean and how to use them naturally in your own conversations. Let's jump right in. Number 1, only. This is an adverb. Only means just this one thing or just this amount, nothing more. We use this word all the time when we want to show that something is limited or exclusive. For example, imagine you're at a restaurant and the waiter tells you about the dessert menu. You might hear, "We only have chocolate cake left today." Here's another one. When someone asks about your plans for the weekend, you could say, "I only want to stay home and relax." Number 2, baby. This is a noun. A baby is a very young child, usually under 1 year old. We also use this word as a sweet way to talk to someone we love, like a boyfriend, girlfriend, or spouse. You'll hear this word in conversations about families, children, or relationships. For example, when someone shows you photos on their phone, they might say, "Look at this picture of my baby sister." You might hear something like, "Come here, baby, dinner is ready," when a couple is talking to each other at home. Number 3, then. This is a conjunction. Then is used when we compare two things to show which one is bigger, better, different, or more of something. This word appears in almost every comparison you'll hear in English. For example, when friends are talking about their favorite movies, someone might say, "I think action movies are more exciting than romantic movies." People often say, "This coffee tastes better than the one we had yesterday." Number 4, fine. This is an adjective, but it can also be an adverb. Fine means okay, good enough, or acceptable. Sometimes it means really good or excellent. We use this word constantly in everyday conversations, especially when someone asks how we are or if something is okay. For example, when your friend asks, "How was your day at work?" you might answer, "It was fine, nothing special happened." Here's another one. If someone asks, "Is it okay if we meet at 3 p.m. instead of 2 p.m.?" you could respond, "That's fine with me." Number 5, hello. This is an interjection. Hello is the most common way to greet someone when you see them or start a conversation. You can use hello in almost any situation, formal or casual. It's also what we say when we answer the phone. For example, when you walk into a store, the employee might say, "Hello, welcome to our store. How can I help you today?" You might hear something like, "Hello, this is Sarah speaking," when someone answers a business phone call. Number 6, keep. This is a verb. Keep means to have something and not give it away, or to continue doing something. We use this word all the time when talking about saving things, maintaining habits, or continuing actions. For example, when you're cleaning out your closet with a friend, you might say, "I want to keep this sweater because it's my favorite." People often say, "Keep trying, don't give up," when they want to encourage someone who is having difficulty with something. Number 7, girl. This is a noun. A girl is a female child or young woman. Sometimes adults use this word to refer to female friends in a casual, friendly way. You'll hear this word in conversations about children, schools, friendships, and families. For example, when parents are talking about their children, they might say, "My girl just started kindergarten this year." Here's another one. When female friends are making plans, you might hear, "Hey girls, do you want to go shopping this weekend?" Number 8, help. This can be both a verb and a noun. As a verb, help means to assist someone or make something easier for them. As a noun, help is the assistance that someone gives you. This is one of the most useful words in English because we all need help sometimes. For example, when you're carrying heavy groceries and struggling with the door, someone might say, "Let me help you with that." You might hear something like, "I need help with my homework. Can you explain this problem to me?" Number 9, believe. This is a verb. Believe means to think that something is true or to have faith in something. We use this word when talking about opinions, facts, religion, or trust. It's very common in conversations about what people think or feel about different topics. For example, when friends are discussing a news story, someone might say, "I believe that story is true because I saw it on 3 different websites." People often say, "I believe in you, you can do this," when they want to encourage someone to have confidence. Number 10, woman. This is a noun. A woman is an adult female person. We use this word in all kinds of conversations about people, relationships, work, and society. It's the respectful way to refer to an adult female. For example, when someone is describing a person they met, they might say, "There was a woman at the coffee shop who helped me find my lost wallet." Here's another one. In business conversations, you might hear, "The woman who interviewed me yesterday called to offer me the job." Now, before we continue with the rest of our words, I want to ask you to please hit that like button if this lesson is helpful to you. And don't forget to subscribe to American Lingo Academy, because we post new videos every single day to help you improve your English. Your support really helps us continue making these lessons for you. Let's keep going with our next 10 words. Number 11, lot. This is a noun, but we usually use it in the phrase a lot. A lot means many or much, a large amount of something. This phrase is super common in everyday English when we want to talk about quantity or frequency. For example, when someone asks about your hobbies, you might say, "I read a lot in my free time, maybe 3 or 4 books every month." You might hear something like, "There are a lot of people at the mall today because there's a big sale." Number 12, play. This is a verb, but it can also be a noun. As a verb, play means to have fun with games, sports, or activities. It also means to perform music or act in a movie or theater. Kids play, adults play sports, and musicians play instruments. For example, when children come home from school, a parent might ask, "Did you play with your friends at lunch today?" People often say, "Let's play some music while we cook dinner tonight." Number 13, ask. This is a verb. Ask means to request information or request that someone do something. We ask questions, we ask for help, we ask for permission. This is one of the most important verbs for communication. For example, when you're lost and need directions, you might approach someone and say, "Excuse me, can I ask you where the nearest subway station is?" Here's another one. Before borrowing something from a friend, you should say, "Can I ask to borrow your car this weekend?" Number 14, start. This is a verb, but it can also be a noun. As a verb, start means to begin something or to make something begin. We use this word constantly when talking about beginning activities, jobs, projects, or journeys. For example, when you're planning your morning routine, you might say, "I like to start my day with coffee and the news." You might hear something like, "The movie will start in 5 minutes, so we should find our seats now." Number 15, home. This can be a noun or an adverb. As a noun, home is the place where you live or where you feel comfortable and safe. As an adverb, home means to or at the place where you live. This word is very important for talking about your personal life and daily routines. For example, when someone asks about your weekend plans, you might say, "I'm just going to stay home and catch up on some reading." People often say, "I'm going home after work to cook dinner with my family." Number 16, nothing. This is a pronoun. Nothing means not anything at all, 0 things. We use this word all the time in negative sentences or when we want to say that something is empty or absent. For example, when someone asks what you're doing and you're just relaxing, you might say, "Oh, nothing special, just watching TV and resting." Here's another one. If a friend asks what you bought at the store and you didn't find anything you wanted, you could say, "Nothing, they didn't have what I was looking for." Number 17, This is an interjection. Is a sound we make when we're thinking, considering something, or when we're not sure about something. It's not really a word with a specific meaning, but it's very common in natural conversation. For example, when someone asks for your opinion about which restaurant to choose, you might say, let me think about it for a minute." You might hear something like, that's interesting, I never thought about it that way before. Number 18 there. This is a pronoun. There shows possession or ownership by a group of people. It means belonging to them. We use this word constantly when talking about what other people have or do. For example, when talking about your neighbors, you might say, "Their dog is really friendly and always wants to play with everyone." People often say, "I borrowed their car because mine is at the repair shop." Number 19, meet. This is a verb. Meet means to see someone for the first time or to come together with someone at a planned time and place. We use this word for first introductions and for making appointments or social plans. For example, when you want to introduce two friends who don't know each other, you might say, "Sarah, I'd like you to meet my friend Tom from work." You might hear something like, "Let's meet at the cafe at 2 p.m. to discuss our project." Number 20, This is an interjection. Is a sound we make when we didn't hear something clearly and want someone to repeat it, or when we're surprised by something. Like it's more of a natural sound than a real word, but you'll hear it all the time in casual conversation. For example, when someone tells you surprising news, you might respond, I had no idea that was happening." Here's another one. If someone says something but you weren't paying attention, you might say, Sorry, can you say that again?" And that's our lesson for today. You've just learned 20 incredibly important English words that you'll hear and use constantly in everyday conversations. These words are the building blocks of natural English, and now you know exactly how to use them. I hope this lesson was helpful for you. If it was, please give us a thumbs up, share this video with your friends who are learning English, and let me know in the comments which word was most useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe to American Lingo Academy, because we're here every single day with new lessons to help you speak English more naturally and confidently. Thanks for learning with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.